Hello, I hope everyone is having a good time, whatever time it is. So, in your own spaces. So, when we stop looking outside for what is there for us to do, there is something that happens because we come back to these mechanisms, to what is functional, is not likable, is not giving me what is the interest, all these creations that are engineered in the mind in order for you to survive, fulfill tasks, or a promise you give in yourself or your family and society, where you aim to do in order to be. And yet there is something much deeper that is among all things in this form of intelligence, is throughout love, which is perhaps higher than wisdom. You might wander around and keep going, and still you just look within, and in that vast silence there is much being to honor. Today is the 13th of August in the year 1987. I have my spiritual name with my mother and sister. My father was taking care of our patrimony in Venezuela as we left from Madrid to India. He always wanted to go to India. So my mother said my father prepared her to go to India, but without him she would have never gone to India, because sometimes they would have these discussions and they would always flatter each other and honor each other and celebrate each other. Yes, there have been moments where they have been apart and doing other explorations or taking care. So my spiritual name means love intelligence. So since the age of 13, in an August, 13th of August, I was given this name, where I won't share it because it's where my family calls me and my best friends call me through this name. There's nothing special about it, but I believe that sometimes I need to create something that is needed to pump out for what is needed, and I will myself do it from complete and conditional love. There are conditions because there are heavy weights that determine the testing and the meaning of our self through this existence. Why we compose ourselves and how we can prevent just to enjoy our life and understand our body on this planet Earth as we are. I've been wondering all the time what is the meaning of my name. As they say, the meaning is something for you to study and go deep into it. You have that talent to explore, not that you are that. And I go, oh, thank you, I guess. So I would joke and say, well, actually, I'm very stupid then. Sort of like a fool. So these friends of my mother would say, well, there is a polarity to everything, and that is the shift of the coin, where it has its spectrums. So as I would deal with my own stupidity at the same time, will question what is intelligence from the heart, from love. So it is love, intelligence. You can ask artificial intelligence what is better, but your heart will dictate something else that's not been programmed. Or it cannot even touch the realms of imagination because you've gone so far. On this age, we have gone so far that it's time to come closer, deep in, and see our brothers and sisters. It doesn't matter what presidents are doing, or leaders, dictators. You know, in one hand, they are on a pedophile ring, and then they are shaking hands with a person who has killed so many people in a war, and then asking for money to capture. They make enemies. They make enemies to resonate and distract people. So you could never expect these people to bring peace. You could never expect these people to take credit for other people's work. And everybody wants a Nobel Prize, of course. And this is giving Putin the idea that he has the right to give the power to the person who will make this peace deal. So just reflecting through it all, because we look outside, and what is the answer for me to get this inner peace, which is it is for the common sense of the people. It will never be satisfied, as this plate where you feed desire and it's never enough. Even people make love in that way, and they think they're making love, but they are just a machine performing to get somewhere. And there's not really another place to be than somewhere. You can only remain in your place, and in this time, imagine this generation giving birth to a generation where there is not so much bullshit to be filtered, because we had filtered it, right? So you will want power, certain smells that give you the power of a fragrance to inspire you. In one moment it satisfies you, in the other not. So the other one also is playing a role to provide what you want, and at the same time what you want is not enough. And even if you get a peace deal and total peacefulness, it's not going to be enough. So why do it anyways if we are being the theme of everyone's attention? This has a lot of chocolate, like a third coffee, chocolate, and milk. used to put cinnamon, but I must find it. So we work with what we have, and what is it for us to do, anyways. Have other come to an agreement for me to make an agreement with myself. I don't have anyone to help me. I have asked for help, and everything always falling down. I have thousand millions of stories where there are lies upon lies, because there is something around me. It's like I should dispel what's around me, because there are people who think who they are is going to stop because of not being in the timelight, and it seems it's just being for what reason, anyways. If you allow people to just consume their energy and be able to think what they're saying, have time of their own to create from their own imagination and investigate. I have books that I think I have to get a lot of things out of this place, and at the same time I enjoy the moments where we would be creating a new verse for the multiverse, and I would dig into these books. So I felt very beautiful to get the verse for this language out, which is a degree of studies. Could be just water. Could be just water, to talk in the name of water, in the realm of water. So unlike these infinite languages that are through sciences and have never been explored as well as such, I am, as many before me, ignited to read from them and to create also. So it's very hard to let go and think that I have to get some box away. So I remember there are random books there, which they're also part of verses, and they are languages that exist on every verse, yet each verse is unique. I'm not here to talk really about what forms each verse and group and its own polarities and colors and sounds within sounds, and the performance of a hierarchical movement which is melodic at the same time, uplifting or hurting you, but is empowering, or is just flat and safe, is always the same, and it gives a sense of safety and security, which can only be an impression, doesn't mean it's true. But people looking outside, right? So this is what people want from others as a form of publicity. Now, it's not really that I want to go to the gym and invest in myself to be healthier, because I would just be dancing and meditating. So it's like forcing myself to be something that I'm not. And I have gone to the gym. I've been of the best in sports, and it's just sports are very good for competing. Being always very competitive, because it's like part of a game. I would be just playing in the class as well to finish first, things like that. competing even against the teacher or the therapist. Or so it is boring to talk as a normal person and not be competing. You just show up and let others do the work. What doesn't matter anyways. That's a form of being safe, because one doesn't get into anyone's problem. One can last forever longer. So when one is facing the adversities, this does repercute a lot against oneself as well. Yeah. Mentally as well. We have a lot of chemistry within ourselves to be aware of. We can manipulate this chemical heritage that we have through understanding where it comes from, and as with ourselves, with others, something starts to happen where you are a mirror and you can feel for others as well, as they can also see through your eyes. As you can see what we are. So it hurts me like a dagger in my heart. It hurts me to see people continuing to judge in the outside world. Of course, it's deceptive to see these wars and these obsessive people who are religiously sick through an old ancient belief of stories. So this is stories being always looking in the outside to create history to be remembered forever and become immortal through what you do. This has been always been like that for warriors as well. People who had finds by conquering or findings. Of what measure would people love to hear? Stories that are of bravery, where change started to happen when a man becomes a woman and a man that is not a man anymore, but a woman looks like a woman. You know, these are stories that are not really like eternal. What the story would say is what they did. What they did. So getting out of the focus, where is your story? Because loving who we are is not really like the story that will make you immortal. To unveil the truth, unless we come really deep to the core of the human pain and the abuse that's being generated through children, but on all levels, you know, because maybe children are second class, right? There's not much attention to them. Teachers will never be as the parents, or a nanny will never be as the parents. Being with the parents is like being with Adam and Eve in heaven. That's why the children are so attached to mom and dad. Is all you need, really. Of course, it's good to go to teachers, and parents can become so monotonous that at least you get to be yourself away from your boring parents. Because deep down you love to play and you love to be free with your friends. Once you have learned to communicate and know the rules of the game. Each game has its own rules. So everyone is playing by the rules so we can play. And what is deceptive? How can you play with those rules? So we're coming to amends with our own truthfulness. What's been stolen from us? What is that innocence that hurts as a child? Because we had to become something to our wounded mother. Because father was cruel and absent. But no one will satisfy me as mommy. Because I want mommy to acknowledge me. These are relationships we carry on. Yeah. Even if mommy's dead or mommy's never really been there, she's just been after her looks and what she eats. And you've been there, of course. But these are relationships where we learn to love and look at ourselves. Does mommy know what I feel? She has no idea of who I am. Mommy never knows what's in me. She's talking to another person. So this is every kid. I am here to satisfy mommy. She'll be happy. She gives me everything I want. So you will get everything you want if you're happy. No matter the pain that daddy gives you. You might create a lot of compassion. I love you, daddy. I love you. Even if you hurt me, I still love you. And continue. So there are roles of abuse everywhere. Because maybe you thought that, oh my God, I'm black. They've done all this to my history. Now I have to revenge to the world because I'm black. And show them and prove them whom they are because of who I am. I want to be. But there's 80% of people their grandparents working in the field or as slaves with just food and shelter to pray and thanks. So these are beliefs. Parents were not there, they had to work too much. Now that we are moving only through processing what is happening within, because you can feel the world in your heart. You can feel the wonder of nations. It is such a wonder that is frightening to come together. Because they're hurting whom we are, to hide whom they are, and promoting who they want to be seen as. So, let's say you make a peace deal, but that peace deal was made by other people. You just go to a meeting. And do the work of others. But get the credit. So it has been very important for the year 2025 to acknowledge who is who. And why would you give the power to a person who has lied and has no sense of respect? Will Putin see the next president of America? Or is he just dealing with Trump because he gave him so much money to become a president in his first run? That much he trusts him, right? money to these people unites them as their relations, why they got in power for. Yeah. So when we have a system where you can see everything, and the leaders of the world are chosen because of their ethics, and there's no need to hurt others, and people are not living on a defensive or performing a facade constantly, because those take so much energy instead of doing what's needed for this world. Deep within as well, because everything starts within. What person in this world can work without looking within? You're not here to make a confession in the public domain. You're not here to do therapy and watch your laundry in the public domain. I might show my boxes and my inner conflict trying to make order. And that's of my own. You as well can start with what you got. So we know what is it that you can do and what is it that's impossible. So there are so many clauses and stages that are taking place by itself, whatever we see it in a technological map, world globe map or not. You must see it within yourself. As I'm trying to take myself to oneself to say, okay, I got the setting, I'm ready to go, without having to walk like a crab between the closet and the door, so I can pass and sneak like a rat to get some clothes there. I should always dress the same anyways, to not even think about it. And this design of your own within yourself, within your country, with the relationship with your nation, whatever is left or right, because we are trying to stop the monopoly and the bullying. Yeah. To create this new system, honoring what we have, honoring what is it missing that we really love to do, to be, in order to prevent from more sickness, because that's restoring our DNA. It's there. The bridge is always there. It's been corrupted, but the memory tissue of that which was a reality, it can be ancestral, that was corrupted. It regenerates by itself. You don't have to do anything, but let it have its own space. So yes, it can be very boring to look within. No, it's a lot of fun. There is. The thing is that people go and pay a lot of money to therapy groups, but through role play in fantasy realms is a lot of fun, but it has to be anonymous. Just imagine people reporting around the world the needs for their green energy and how they're learning to talk for what they need and appreciate what they have, because only from there we can move. Like, I have so much. I have not read all my books. I have not painted all my pages. I have not coded all my characters, and etc. etc. I have stories in the back of my head, and I can't do everything that I want to. The table falls down. The brackets have no come to put the shelves. I didn't want to have brackets. I wanted to put brick. But, well, I will have to get another wood. I don't know if it can hold so much weight with the very thick wood. But then everything changes. Because of changing one thing, then you won't have the thick wood you wanted. So it takes time to premeditate ahead. It takes time to construct, reconstruct, or wait. Don't use those brackets. Wait one more month and get those brick. And you'll have that sense of the multiverse around you. I mean, I am wanting to build a library that's like the multiverse, but it's not big enough. But at least something. But with the brick, I can more or less change it instead of having holes in the wall. I don't like it like a library. So I want it to be stable from the earth as the foundation as well. So maybe for the next place I move, not take it very seriously anyways. They are just books. But I want thick, very thick woods on the yellow. I wanted it. In the old times, they couldn't cut it so thin. So, yeah. So it takes time, right? It takes time just to walk out, go to the airport. Wonder on each continent what building is missing that it can be renovated for. It's not a university for role play, but also for the influencers, because this is a new system for that works in synchronicity with the other continents, each by its own, each country by its own, but it has a base. It can be for each country. But it needs a base, yeah? It's a tower control, because not everyone should go to every country. It's just a tower control that is needed, that it can filter from the best influencers and innovative ideas where things can be discussed, and the people who have the power of leadership to invest can support that on that, instead of making wars of industry. Those are the days of the past, of obsolete people that still exist today in 2025. Let's remember. Because you don't get it. As much as you hate women, you don't fucking get it. And you will never have it. You might be able to understand it, and a could. Something that is through you for others, and that is the order of a system. So what is the need to corrupt, change what people say. Change a problem, you will have other results, other solutions, other formulas. So you will be casting your way apart because you think to be the best in the world, but the world will cast themselves away from you. Apple will lose all its capacity and people will get Huawei or telephones. Yeah. With more revenge. So you fucked yourself. This is the problem of thinking you are making it your way. So if you take from another person and you think to make it your way, then the rest of the people will just fire you because you're not doing the work for everyone. Naturally, it's gonna happen. So what's happening naturally is gonna show up in the map. It doesn't matter what you do. You wanna cast yourself away? That's United States of America against the world. That's the day they lost track of being united with the world, creating their own enemies. These are not the times of firing people to make yourself fat, obese, which is because your legs are not that fat. So you'll be judged as the people you judge. If I'm fat, I'm going to be fat from being generous, from everything that's been given away. You will love to see that science running through you when your heart is not so collapsed and corrupted, because everything you think is twisted by nature unless you look within where all this twist mechanism comes from. Oh, it wants to destroy me. Oh, where this defense mechanism comes from. Great. Meanwhile, the people making their studies, they have the right to study. People need titles from universities. It can be done through internet. Jordan Peterson can be very well supported for beautiful understanding around universities in the world to be online as well, especially in countries where they need it. You might like people, dislike them. Look, they're doing the work. Support them. It's not of your like or dislikes. Look within. Look within. What are you here? Are you really looking at the manifestation of people's work and goodness and what they're capable of? Or taking a piece out of yourself? Cool. And the yellow can represent taking the piece out, if you like. We're all here united. But internet is not the real life. Right? You make a tapestry, you need from every nation, from every continent and culture to puzzle their piece of a tapestry, or what is being puzzled here in this tissue of reality. And that is majestic. Even the president of Venezuela, Maduro, Nicolas Maduro's giving awards to his people yesterday, said that is majestic. Es majestuoso. It's majestic. Today the roses came up. My friend cut all the bushes with the roses, but this grew in a month again from scratch. And today, this is a flower. There's a Buddha. It was here. That was behind the bushes, broken. We have to put the door there. That's my desk under the rain. The random books. It's a place. It's the first time that I am here, just for 2 months, and I love the garden house, so I got here to renovate it as well, make more room, more space. It takes time. Takes many years to sort of like massage and think about it. If this is temporal, the desk fell down with all the books, so my friend brought me flowers, but he wants to just be friends. So, well, I don't have time for friends. It distracts me. So it's nice to think in one, because then I don't like to talk much with people about what people have their own creativity to do what they want. I don't demand anything, but I like to do something with the people I love. That sometimes you do things because it's friendly. There's things you love to communicate. So sometimes you can be more devoted and compenetrated as one on every dimension. Sometimes you need a life of your own to devote in prayer, to study the scriptures, to have fun with the arts. It's not to convince people the arts. The most beautiful is being as a lost particle where no one is watching. You can think for the whole multiverse with your old friends who know as the best players to keep the game going, for people to develop their verse, to become emperors, but everyone wants to be great. Once you touch those levels and get tired of it, you want to support others. That makes you even greater. To see the joy of children or people growing up, you have already overcome. But still, there is so much to not just die with totality, but see what is this life. What is this life within? Not for a quest of longevity or to die healthy. It's really to define what is the true love, Even if I am forgiving and understanding, our paths split apart. If you had the money, you would be there and pay a visit. You would be there until the last breath. So what is it? What is it that has happened that one doesn't have that goal to be together again? What is it that has broken? It was broken before, it just appeared to the light. So expecting from the other always. And then this is why I will do this. Trying to manipulate others as well to get your way is always going to show up. There is always a person who is going to tell the truth. And more the people have the power to do so, these future generations will need to do this because they are going to be in another state of consciousness. Yes, polishing and learning and experiencing. Yeah, learning what is this form of memory and intelligence, what is this form of intelligence, what is this form of love intelligence that can understand your whole body with others as well. You want your children to have passed from suffering but understand it as well. Not to be brats trying to cheat their way because others are stupid and have to work for it. I've been a brat. I'm still a brat. I just love people to know that whatever they're doing, they're not gonna be stuck doing that forever. And even they are doing that, they can enjoy one another at work. And you can only do that and giggle all day long and laugh while you are working because you love what you do, because you love each other, because there is transparency, because there is no one with a knife trying to stab you in the back to take your place, because people don't know the law, the labor, to worship. Because when you walk home, it keeps with you this devotion towards the unknown, beyond ambitions. Yes, it's good to know what you want, what is your target. At least know and respect the ones from others. Is maybe yours as well. So only a few have the power to decide and start doing it already. So first is first serve. And that's the one of the laws of creation. Yet respect the original idea, where it comes from. So that is the source. You can change everything you want, but you will be knowing for having copied, twisted, and lied. This is a human trait that we're working to mature into something more clear so we can move in another stage in space of consciousness. Yeah, then the metabolism of the body is working by itself with a better conjunction and fluid to what is what goes where. All that's collapsed and stuck creates sickness. It's not allowing you to flow. This is why You cannot do it on your own. You will never do it on your own. It's impossible. So the world has consciousness and intelligence of its own, and it's implosive. It's not exploding because it wants to think together for that universal value. It will reject anyone that wants to own it all. It doesn't matter what it has. You can ship yourself away with your white investors. You can ship away from this earth and see what's gonna happen if you do that. You will have the rest of the world away from you, and you will still be a part of the world in that form of design. That is you in the world. It doesn't mean you're part of the world. The technological globe map will still show that, what it is. Whatever people have come to share a universal coin above their own coins or not, for a greater manifestation of creativity and flow without having to count the money or corrupt anyone, because that takes too much energy. And trust me, I've been role playing from the year 2006. Is the most boring and pathetic thing to be watching the news and having to talk to people that think they're special. Like, I would rather be role playing. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. If you think you're fun or that there is fun watching you, no, it is not. Royalty, yeah, I love royalty. There's nothing more beautiful than royalty, but of course you must understand that's been elaborated through so many generations that it has so much elaboration. Not a lifetime can do that, or 2 or 3. So it has more design. The same design has been through all its compass, and that makes it very beautiful, of course. But nature is even greater. It's been older and wilder by itself as well. The beauty of nature in people's form of loving and being together. In the rural areas that are still wild, it might not be interesting for those who are looking for interests, but there is an exchange of money you have when you're transiting into a new form of entertainment where people get educated and have credit, and they learn to share the value of giving back what it was giving as a trust, and why our words are so important, and why people can also digest this new technology, a new form of being human through a new form of credit. By controlling to not have so many kids, yeah, controlling to work fairly to maintain these children without government taking your children, because that's also has become a business. So there's so much to talk about, to cleanse and purge, wash away, because we need to look up to people that inspire us. Yeah. If you don't have the light to bring to the people, you cannot be applauded or awarded or have everyone in the world on your side. This is why you could never make a world peace deal. And others will pay more than $60 billion to have that position with the ones who have that power as well. Tech titans can do that without the need of being corrupted. Looking at China's technology with the world as well. The tariffs are good only for the reason that we don't need to be shipping so many things, and the oceans don't need all this petrol with these boats, and countries also need to create their own, invest on them. They're already doing it little by little. The Chinese in South America, they still have to assemble. So they have their ways of thinking with their own system and form of belief, but it comes with the experience of the people working in the floor. You can be a great designer and had a good position in the office, as it takes a lot of grounding to know what is necessary. And once you have the collective consciousness, being able to work together to recycle locally, to communicate with their government, to communicate without creating all these fireback tensions to defend, because they all think that a humble worker is going to do a lawsuit. And it's just communicating to get the recycling going. Then it's being treated like trash because it's other people has these jobs where they're just there to do as they're told to do, and listening to people is just I want to listen to the CEOs. Even CEOs from companies they don't work for an internet, but they're famous. Anyways, that's interesting to aspire and look at the CEOs. But I know from an early age that many people don't honor the working class, and the working class doesn't honor their work field every second where they are handling goods. So these are jobs where the human transmission is being passed. I have people working where I will always tell them thank you and admire them and what you do all day as a child, and because I just didn't want them to have that long face because of a mechanical work, because they don't get so much money, because they're working for the rich, because they feel they're nothing. But my day would be as tedious as well, having to look to a teacher, doing what adults want me to do. Same. We're not doing really what we want. I never wanted to go to school. So why do I have to go to school? I should be paid. But I would say thank you, and I would be like, at least you have money of your own. You can do something you like with it. I wouldn't tell them that, but if you can appreciate your day as I do, beyond all this, so thank you. And they will say, you're gonna be someone great. It's like, no, you're not working for me, so I'm great. You are already great. In this moment, we are great. They would all say something. You will write a book one day. You will do this one day. The purpose of just being is the best blue mark you can leave for others to discover themselves. It's another form of joy and pleasure. From being united with the divine and allowing to appreciate what we are, that we have already, that is to come to us. We can work harder with more effort to value that moment that was taken away from us. For example, from me, my children. So it has been always a betrayal for me to see where am I looking out there, where people become so deceptive. So people will love you because what you give to them, but at the same time you are nothing if you stop that. So if you're giving an illusion that you are something for your people, but at the same time they need schools, they need better food, they need to love themselves, they need you to invest on them. That's all you have are your people. So yeah. The people around you. It's not just a smile that is multiplying through all of them, but how we handle the goods of being who we are. As Venezuelans, Spanish, as people of this world, as Arabs, as Jews. We Christians have moved beyond the Bible and carry the Bible as well. For a long time, we have surrendered, we have resurrected to the beyond. We have worked and given beyond ourselves in general. Bad things are remembered from a few. The money makers. But there were spiritual people there and people who cared. And there were doctors and nurses and teachers. There were families taking care of their job, teaching how to work. Nuns, priests, social workers, administrative forgiving, but not forgiving because you are a person from the jungle, or forgiving because you are a person from the deserts. Or forgiving because you don't care about anyone but your own enlightenment. To be disattached from others. You don't care. Beyond yourself or your own enlightenment. Or because everyone should be equal, and therefore you must kill and murder those who have more and were administrating for others and take from others. Because you are not for your country and everyone, but for you. And those who you think are like you to support you, homogeneous, one-dimensional, or murder, death. So you're calling for death as well. You have a relationship with auto-destruction and death. It's not the death of a spiritual, metaphysical apparition that something is going to change for better within this freedom. You can only transform with that space that allows you to be. Or understand what is it that we're doing by exercise in our own experience, on and on, with a memory of liking what we do. You might want to be remembered for being a villain, or for not allowing something to happen which gave step for something else because of people like you who just copy but did nothing but obstruct, corrupt, sabotage, lie, make believe, and only God knows what's been online. But if people knew of this, people like Trump would have never been supported. Like I really thought it was just adult woman, you know. What is an adult, right? For some people, if they have their period, they're an adult. They're ready. So that's not sacred, really, to care for someone. Just use them, right? Even as a grown-up woman, for a make-believe. So there's more important to invest in the make-believe. Those are acceptable for a few and only exist for a few. That's the only thing they have, because they don't have time to go within with people who are already in it. Those who are born with it are sick and tired of looking at all the people that are looking for that which is to make believe. But they too have to run that game, because that's what makes them be. So certain decisions are made abroad to the betterment of the people, or others to work for it. But there is something more interesting. There's a higher power they are interested in, that is beyond things and handling make-believes or basic needs that people deserve to learn by their own. They are people destroying the world of many because obstructing life You believe that people can evolve by existing because we have so much territory to flow with. It's true, people don't know how to handle freedom. Look what they do. And power. It happens on every generation. They have to be porked away because new people come to lead without knowing what it is. Because those who've been there will never want to do it again by seeing how people are when they have positions of power or around it. They all want to kill you. They all want to get on a mistake to bring you down. They want your place, or they simply hate you for having power. So this is a totally new stage for future generations where people are going to be enjoying their power and understanding their boundaries. We're going to play with this. I might have friends who will help me to elaborate this tiny library, or be able to learn from them. What is it, and to conquer these characters in first person without having to analyze. Just be playing there without revealing which character you're playing. And it's a lot of fun. You don't need to be talking about content all the time, or your mansion into a village all the time. They can do it, and you can support them once a while, or see them once a year or twice, or live there if you want. You will be able to enjoy realms of fantasy and enjoy, and the pork also, what makes you feel stuck. That's one of the many themes where after the wars we do and all that, I am the only one really who can bring transition, because people are stuck, so afraid of others. I've made many storylines to bring them, but I'm not gonna give my tricks here, so they're copied, because I am against that, of course. I am against you doing that, and the old age of judging others for what you do as well. Sam? So let's be honest with our generation. Yeah? You will discover much more for generated intelligence as we generate as well. But there is a pattern to it all. And we will respect which territories some have because you didn't want to share. Right? You want it all for yourself? Then there you go. Nobody wants you now. Did engineers read history? Did you see that everything was flat and just from here to there, from here to there? If it would be invested, they will know this. But now all the world is watching. So, would have changed history if the world was watching? Would you have found other methods? You need to roleplay and see yourself everywhere in the multiverse. You have to dig within yourself and feel every relationship through all your life within, without judging or criticizing. That is a witness that allows the space to heal itself, to reconstruct. It has no reason One has to be many years in meditation, because I have done dynamic meditation. I can get in contact with my rage very easily, get in a maddening character. It's not God talking through me as if I'm a tree of fire. You can go and look for it if you want, you know. Yes, the divine can move through me in the same way it can move through you. So why would I be expecting for you to not do so and burn at the same time as we watch the collective doing so with joy and glory and the power they behold, because we trust they can learn and accept this influence of influencing, right? So it doesn't mean because, let's say, Venezuela has a university for influencers and role players, it doesn't mean it's only for Venezuelans, but for all the Spanish community. It's a point center, but each country has their own as well. But we need a center spot to be able to filter out the best ideas, where it comes from originally, so the wealth flows and gives back as well. It's not just running through a little circle like your asshole, but you can go and wash your ass and come better with the lips that speak to determine who is who and how we're working and help others really to manage. Because they're ready. The tools are ready, people are ready. People don't want wars. Like, yeah? You want to invest in more wars? Okay, we won't be part. All these countries are in the name of peace against those who are investing in weapons of defense to attack others, whatever it is, from their left party or right party. They are insulting everyone's party to make their own. Doesn't matter, because also the industry is at war. The oil against the green energy. So this is the whole form of belief that would make you think this is the only way we can generate money in your industry because it's yours. So you are the first one to invest in this income, which is colossal, starting at the same time all around the world. And it's been prepared and predicted, and is the nature of what is to come, with you or without you. Eventually you or your family might be gone forever. It won't be enough. There won't be currency for you. So allow it to flow through you. If you have true power. Bye. Well, it's so different to be standing up. Just imagine being on a chair and just sitting there. You have so many forms of expressing yourself through your voice, rehearsing on and on and on and on for what you want to say. It's just your mind and your voice going around. The judgments that people provide you, that everyone follows. Then you might have just a time for yourself to consider everything that everyone tells you and check it on and just broadcast it. Is it reliable? Is it stable? Is it always going with this guideline that is the theme for everyone to follow? So then we think, what is the theme that everyone wishes to follow? So I win the theme of themes, to have them all. Think. Get it in your mind. Whatever is a production of everyone's psychic ideas, what is trending, where is to invest, to go ahead, to be your rival, so you admire me, because I will win and compete to have more, pushing with the wheel of evolution through jealousy and envy to have more, whatever it is, whatever it takes. From everyone's work. You might think it's because if you do this and you do that, you will have this and that as well. Because you come from this and that and are cited to this. Makes you better. So we go on. Now, imagine the day I just put my desk and start role playing and forget about all these people in real life and just focus to what matters most, which is very simple and humble to say in real life, for what I need most. Will my children love me really for who I am in the light of events that have been darkened by other people's will to have more from others? Weakness, take from them, kill them, make juice out of them if you must, hide them and take from them, squeeze the blood out of them, their intelligence, their ideas, their work, crush them. They're worthless. They should be in their salaries and be vanquished on fire, not be hired by us. Their ideas could be taken, but they are nothing without us. They don't need us to exist, so why should we have them? But their ideas and their creation, we are the ones who are chosen to display those brilliant ideas. Oh, other continents have not brought what they have to say. We do. We invest in our people for their power and freedom of expression. Will they win against tyranny and corruption? Will the law abate to the law? To what terms? We all follow the book of the law and think in the same way. Will we have intelligent people that are bright enough to be leaders as poets? Because reason is too cheap and easy. It's already there. We can understand each other in other forms and ways. So we can tolerate, let the game be played as they do. We will continue to watch the show until the end. We are here for that. And we will applaud. Yeah, they know. Yeah, yeah. To be able to do so again. Otherwise, we invest our energy in the show of life. And in this way, we carry on day and night, again and again. Some meeting friends, some being a friend, some investing on this against that, some investing on this for myself. But what is it that you represent for the wall of what your entity is? That's it. That's it. It will be seen in the map as it is. I'm not here to say it has to be in this way or the other. It's showing by itself. You may get lost in your thoughts thinking you are the superior race and you're gonna make it on top of the world in your delusional fragments. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is gonna say, go on, we're making ourselves. You might not be able to see it, of course, because that's what delusional people do in their own. And they will support these delusions to reality, to themselves, of course. When people are investing against corruption to promote human consciousness and freedom abroad all the continents around this world. Not just for artificial intelligence, but for artificial intelligence. So if you have the power with the people and for the people, invest in it. Yes. You will win years light away from the problems of yesterday. I can assure you, all the wasted money and drama you will have skipped from doing so to protect your values, not just investments. What values are for you and your people and land and cultures and friends and the differences among us, which makes us richer by texture, not just fog into a dull nothingness that is not universal. Being universal is understanding the different worlds on each orbit among spaces, the boundaries we have, what forms us, why we are at this distance, nearance. What is the relation through our natures? Until what has composed us to be, and until when we have overcome to being. What was so hurt and damaged and corrupted in the past? not just the narrative, but the being, to appreciate this present with whatever it comes. To that which lasts forever in this present. Has no comparison. It has no need to rival. You will wish for your own people to be remembered for that. For my country and my culture and my brothers and sisters who dance and touch our skins when we talk friend to friend, not because we want sex or something from the other, because of our warmth in the Spanish culture in general, and for each culture to be respected as it is. So it is my mission to dance alone with my kind. You can't take away that from centuries and millenniums of composing a culture and so many beings we might like to meet as they are in Africa, Asia, for their own beauty, because they are who they are. And there is nothing you can rival, that is nothing you can take over or dominate or bully with money. The world goes around, on and on, beyond you. There is nothing you can control there. You can achieve a higher understanding for those who can allow its currency to be through, as it's giving you back. Those are the interests of the ones who invest, on the leaders of the world and the leaders of their people. All these traumas are not to be hurting each other or confusing anyone. It's boring to see what it is. It's nice when you see it from the people, of their creativity and their good spirit. We really wish for the children to be nourished and have the love of their families, and co-parenting and loyal families that are 100%. So, as if we are born with the freedom to think and be as well, to honor our parents, thank them if we can, through silence. For that which never dies, to be there every day. It's been a long journey from our ancestors for the day we share today. So, one thing is to talk alone in a monologue. Another is to talk one by one, or into three. The trilogy of the three, which can triangulate on a positive term or negative, or both, but yet not everyone has that multiplication. As a fourth and five, and so on. It's symmetries and interactions. Those are as many dynamics as creation exists in this world that is to be heightened. So to explore and enjoy it is already so much. Why wouldn't you allow others to do so? Or do it together? It's higher value in there when it's about human creation, God's creation for humankind. It's my creation. For you to acknowledge, beyond being a man or a woman, black or white, a suspicious aspect of the self who is afraid to belong unless you integrate with yourself. The same phenomena happening on everyone. And yes, it'd be nice to talk with people, with friends, and learn and flow with others, knowledge, wondering how could people get together to do a mansion into a village. Why would they choose these three towns? Would they visit these three towns? What is it more important anyways? To keep talking about what values. Are people so open as you to talk about the truth? If everyone is after money and views. Are you enjoying every second of your day with your children? Or more worry of the kids that were raped? Forgetting yours? Because they only exist for you to act for society, while your inner child was also forgotten. We would never be enough as children. We have to be more. And as adults, you can hear that scream to do more. But where is it really taking you? Are you really going to mature and let go into adulthood, adult content, which is forbidden, of course, for people like you who keep talking for the average? We, me and role players, don't want people to be average. We don't want real life to be an average, boring life. In reality, we love to walk this world and feel we own it. But the multiverse is much more generous with our friends. Our creativity and form of expression is multidimensional. You would love to be there if you could, but only your ego is breaking you away from imagination and sharing realities with others, with their imagination and creativeness. I can assure you how much you will invest for your followers. You've done that on and on. For people who like you, because you belong. You're part of the family. You give. That's why you have that place, your family. story will go on and on, as before you were born. You were just filling the pages that everyone has filled before. Nothing much. What would you leave behind is a construct of a business to be taken care of. That's all. Nothing truly enlightening that ripples the world apart from what it was before until what is now. You cannot consume me or take from me. How does that feel? You can't own me. You can't copy me. But you love the relation among all your friends and sharing this story with us role players, because you are being role played. When you understand the dynamics, you will understand everything you had copied. It's not about mind manipulation, it's about allowing your inner child to play. You're playing with the law, you're playing with systems, you're playing with the arts, you're playing with your expression, with your voice. You're reaching beyond the people that used to like you. And you're being supported. And I love watching you. And I want you to continue. Even if I dislike certain things that might be postponed. We have all the time in infinity to meet again and play. So this is a ripple that I wish to emphasize as a poet would. And I wish for the best in everyone, and in me, my friends, and family, to have universal love and freedom, respectfully, with maturity. You might support what is to be mature or hate it, but only a person that is mature will be with mature people. I can see it as anyone in the world. Doesn't matter what you do or say. Those days are gone. You see it through yourself and others, and you being emerged from you. And I'm talking to that part of yourself which is dying and rebirthing, that has chosen a village around the world, or 3, that wishes to be grounded with the needs of those, that is able to be an influencer, to influence others in reality and in fantasy worlds. Go wild, to the pure yourself, and go to the point. As we brush away the burdens of the past, so our children don't have to repeat these stories, because we are fulfilling a present story as well. It's totally different in our system. Peace. I think I should press this other button that is to stop instead of pause. Imagine to stop, right? So I was really thinking if to make this part of a purple until dark blue, that's nearly black here because I need foam, but I really like that color as well, so I might just wait for just yellow. But I need to see the transition. I cannot just cut it. There is a transition. It's not just white and black or bright and darkness. And I'm working with transitions. When I get paid and the money goes through me, not through my husband, because I do not belong to anyone but this new system and reign that does not belong to me, but it belongs to the system itself. But I don't trust any one of you. I love you and I trust you from far away, but any of you will fight and rival and copy. So I just want to make this easier. I have to talk in first person and represent what this means. It doesn't matter what the Bible says or the Quran. This is my storyline. It is totally new value to convert. It takes everyone at the same time. It could be through the international banking, it could be through the people we just meet in the supermarket. That is a conversion with yourself and others, a part of you, through you, and it comes back. So yeah, it could look very nice and that, but you think to hold all the power against those, and you continue on that field that has an entity and map in the world. But it doesn't mean you are universal, because you're fighting against others and doing what others do and copying as well. This is a human evolution and technological evolution as well, not just enlightening. I do love darkness as well. It's very easy for me to go into the deepest forgotten areas of the world again and again and support others and allow others to. It doesn't work anymore. People can find it through their own games and plays. They will find the light themselves. There are enough tools and love and representatives of their own to mirror themselves to do so. For those who were first, you know what I mean. Thank you for trusting in that memory. We shall meet and dance, careless and free. It's better to see people from the other side. It's better to see the multiplication of happiness and that people have the power to be and to create. That is way more beautiful. We can heal with that awareness, without judgment or critic. Just awareness. Just being aware is good enough. There's nothing to fix or do unless you need to cut with that cancer. Because it's not to be dark all the time until you're gone. What is the purpose then to come alive, to be just destroyed by others, by the sickness of being on this earth. I will thank all the people that are investing their life in helping others as helping themselves. And I give my word that you will be able to come out and hug other people and see our lives growing older and wiser, keeping health together. That is the greatest bridge you can do with yourself, instead of schizophrenic relationships where you just split your personality. That is okay in the multiverse. But for children to play, when maturity comes, half century one has experience. What else is left for people, for the young generation? Just a little TikTok dance, a spam, a short, a commercial. They're so creative to go deeper and wider. Be able to herald values with others, playing to see how much others are capable to give back from the rage, the hatred, and the transformation to be better and give back, because they do have their values from their creation. That's what they make for themselves. You can give back that support that was given, but not because they need material. Just love the interaction, and everyone loves to be supported. Then in a state of generosity, we can share, because I have enough for myself, so you have enough for yourself. But no one is being brought. If you like to be with intelligent people that love each other, from that sheer misunderstandings will always happen until your soul is purely naked. All you would wish to do is to love more, to be able to love more, whatever you're seeing or not, to be able to allow this love to reign through others, as we are all part of a river and a frequency that goes back to the totality of the ocean and up, vanishing from the vapors, flowing like clouds to crash and rain again wherever hurricanes were made. Or drizzling rain. You like to be drinked from others and drink others as well, letting them go as you belong to this wall. There is a part of you that knows this essence we have from the Creator, and we we just to be aware of this creation. So we are part of it. We can't deny that. We share the same experience, more or less. You would walk out there and tell to people everything you've done for them without needing to hide.